Today I decided to do a late season hike of Mount Bierstadt. Just moved back to Colorado. I haven't been able to get onto a 14er this year, so I wanted to get this in before the snow really comes. Fortunately, I have a beautiful day today, and it's late October. Arrived at the trailhead about 1 p.m. Parking was easy, no wind. Couldn't ask for a better day. I'll give you some updates on the trail conditions. I'll let you know how this journey goes. In the lower section of the trail here, it's a mixture of mud and snow. I don't have micro spikes or anything like that. Just got some high quality boots and some poles in case I need them. I really like the poles for the descent. So overall, looks like it's great shape for the sun. One thing to keep in mind on these 14er hikes is to always wear sun protection. I've got my full sun gear on, got my hat, put some sunscreen on my face. When you're closer to the sun at this altitude, it's easy to get fried. So you gotta come prepared and make sure you don't burn, because you will. I've been hiking for about 30 minutes. You can see the parking lot is right there. And got some pretty good elevation change. The trail is pretty much snow covered at this point, but I expect that it's gonna clear up once we get out of this bushy area that's keeping it shaded and keeping the wind from blowing it off the trail. I made it to this first hump in the mountain and got that last trek up the challenging section, but it hasn't been too bad so far. Wind hasn't been bad. It's a beautiful day. You don't always get this kind of blessing when you're up here late in October, so I'm very grateful to be here today. One nice thing about Bierstadt, it's got these clearly marked cairns here to help guide the way, and just helps you when the route finding gets a little difficult in the snow. So far, no issues, pretty smooth sailing. Overall, the trail conditions haven't been too bad. Out of the abundance of caution, you could justify the use of some micro spikes in a few locations, but at least today, a good pair of hiking boots was good enough, and a little bit of caution. I got my poles in the back for the descent. I think those are going to come in clutch, but God blessed me today with this beautiful day for this hike. I couldn't ask for anything more. All right, reached the saddle here where you can kind of see to the other side. This is the final push to the top. This last section here is a little bit steeper, but the rocks actually make the footing a little bit better. Just gotta follow the cairns. Final push. This is the most challenging section of the hike. Gotta use some hands in some places. Some steep drop-offs. Almost there. Made it to the summit, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Haven't hiked a 14er in 5 years, so sure there's people who'd be much faster, a few slower. Beautiful views up here.
This the peak?
I think so. There's nothing else.
I was really hoping for one of those plaques or
Yeah.
Just about back to the parking lot now. And I found that these poles really helped out on the descent because it was very slippery and icy this time in October. You know, I was blessed with really great weather today, and that's not always going to be the case. So you really got to watch the weather, but coming down, those poles saved me from slipping several times. It actually took me almost 2.5 hours to get back down, which was similar to what it took me to get up. So that surprised me. So plan accordingly. I saw some folks up there that were pushing it late and seemed a little bit unprepared. So just be careful out there.